Smackdown continues to be bad week in and week out, and this was no exception. This show was awful. It was an abomination. The only good thing that happened on this show was the segment between Logan Paul and Jelly Roll. That's the only interesting thing that occurred on this show. So we're going to get into that first, and then from there we'll get into the rest of the review. This is not going to be a long review. So we're going to get into SmackDown from July the 11th, 2025. So in the middle of the show, Jelly Roll comes out. He performs his song Liar, which only lasts for about 10 to 15 seconds. Logan Paul interrupts. The crowd boos the shit out of Logan Paul, which was great. Logan Paul says that everyone is there to see real WWE superstars. Logan Paul tells Jelly Roll that they're not there to listen to music of people who have tattoos of their children but do not have custody of them. That was great. Love that. Logan Paul says that the ring and venue is sacred. Jelly Roll belongs on a stage, not a WWE ring. Logan Paul says that he's disgusted of influencers, artists getting into our industry, our success on a platform that we've built. He says clout chasers like Jelly Roll disgust him. Logan Paul says that the WWE does not need a Jelly Roll. The WWE needs a Logan Paul, which was tremendous. I love that. Logan Paul is great as a heel. He is a kick-ass heel. He gets it. He understands it. Logan Paul says that he set and raised the bar for what it means to be a pro wrestler. He says that he belongs here and that this company loves him so much that his podcast just inked a long-term deal with the WWE. So Jelly Roll cuts him off. He says that no one gives a damn about Logan Paul's podcast. So then both guys start to argue. They come face to face. Randy then is irate. He's on like cloud 25. He says, "Outsider, are you freaking kidding me?" So then he puts over Jelly Roll, saying that he's one of the biggest names in the music industry. And if anyone's an outsider, it's Logan Paul. So then Randy calls Logan Paul an entitled, whiny little bitch. Then Drew McIntyre claymores the shit out of Randy Orton. Security gets involved. Drew dips out. Then Logan starts to rain down left and right on Randy Orton. Jelly Roll is confused for a brief moment. Then he attacks Logan Paul from behind. He slams him. And then security separates Logan Paul and Jelly Roll. This was tremendous. This was really good stuff here. This is obviously going to lead into a tag match with Randy Orton and Jelly Roll versus Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul. So this is great. Good stuff here. I do like this. I really do. This is fun. This seems like a night one SummerSlam match. Something that you would put on probably in the middle of the show. I know people are pissed about this. Again, we won't see vicious heel dickhead Randy until night 2 of SummerSlam. Then that's probably what will occur. I would assume if I were booking it, once Cody wins, Orton comes out, he hugs Cody for a brief moment, RKO's him, and he attacks him with a steel chair a couple times, hits another RKO, and then he goes for the punch. Cody's out for about a month, and we go from there. And hopefully that happens and occurs. But this is pretty good stuff. But people shitting on this and stuff was dumb. Celebrities have always been in wrestling. It's fine. It makes perfect sense. And again, I know the geeks who love AEW, they will hate this. But people who have common sense like myself and so many others, we actually like this stuff. This is actually great. So, good stuff there. Continuing on with that segment, so Randy Orton, he thanks Jelly Roll for having his back, and Jelly Roll thanks him for having his back. Jelly Roll tells Randy that he's been thinking of being there tomorrow for Saturday night's main event, and Randy Orton says he would be honored to have him in his corner, and then both guys shake hands, and then they dap up and embrace. So, yeah, there's that. Okay, that's pretty cool. Good stuff there. Good stuff. All right, let's get into the beginning of the show. So, LA Knight, he kicks the show off. He didn't really say much of anything. He says that Seth Rollins is washed. He's a little washed. He makes fun of Braun. And he says that he's going to hurt Seth Rollins. He wants his dignity and justice, and he wants to hurt him. He said that Seth Rollins, he shouldn't be scared to get his ass kicked, and he will get his ass kicked. So Paul Heyman comes out. He didn't really say much of anything. He says that the nameless faction is the future of the industry, and LA Knight has no future. So, whatever. And then Solo comes out. His crew, they come out. They don't really say much of anything. They just threaten both Paul Heyman and LA Knight. Who cares? This leads into a brawl. Jimmy Uso shows up. He super kicks JC Mateo. Nick Aldis comes out and he makes a tag match. It's going to be Solo Sikoa and JC Mateo against LA Knight and Jimmy Uso. I don't care about this shit. Moving on. This leads us into the first match of the night. Alexa Bliss defeats Roxanne Perez, Sol Ruka, and Kairi Sane. This match was really fun. So Sol Ruka hits the Soul Snatcher. Well, a double Soul Snatcher. She was about to win the match. Raquel Rodriguez puts Roxanne Perez's foot on the ropes for whatever reason. And then a brawl ensues between her, Charlotte Flair, Zarya, and Asuka. And then Kairi goes for the insane elbow. But Alexa Bliss gets her knees up. Well, yeah, she gets her knees up. Then she hits the Sister Abigail for the 1, 2, 3. So cool stuff there. I like that. All right, moving on. This is when the internet literally exploded. Well, Black Twitter and Black Instagram and Black YouTube. That's when the internet fucking exploded. The Street Profits are defeated by the Wyatt Sicks. They are now the new WWE World Tag Team Champions. What? What the fuck is going on? Are you kidding me? The Wyatt Sicks, they are boring. Again, I am over the Wyatt Sicks. They were interesting when they were doing their little Raw vignettes and stuff last year into early this year. But I am over the Wyatt Sicks. I am over them. I don't care about Dexter Lumis and Joe Gacy. I just don't. I really don't. Like, what does this even prove? Like, what's the point of all this? This is a waste of time. This was dumb. This was so stupid and dumb. And this is how you know Triple H is a bad booker. He makes dumb decisions like this. Like, again, turn these guys into a supernatural act, please. You've got to. Moving on. So, the SmackDown Tag Team Division, they see all this. They're just all arguing. The newest members of the SmackDown Tag Team Division, Rey Fenix and Andrade, which is great. And then they just argue. That's all that happens. Whatever. Moving on. This leads us into R-Truth defeating Aleister Black via a roll-up. So Truth goes out into the barricade and he brings in a steel chair. So Truth is about to use it. Well, he's trying to use it. Aleister Black puts his foot on the chair. Aleister is about to use the steel chair. The referee takes it away. Then Truth rolls up Aleister. Aleister's pissed off. He's irate. He's going after R-Truth. Then we go backstage. Damien Priest stops Aleister. Damien Priest tells Aleister he gets it, but to let it go. Aleister tells him he's right. They shake hands, and then Aleister Black attacks Damien Priest from behind. He hits a knee strike to the face, and then he throws him into the metal post, and then he does a black mass, and then he says, now I can let it go. So this is fine. This makes perfect sense. Again, the feud was always going to be Damien Priest and Aleister Black anyway. So Aleister Black, I would say, now is a heel. So that's fine. I know people were mad about that, with Aleister losing to R-Truth, but I mean, it's fine. Again, it's not that bad. Moving on. So then this leads us into the Trish Stratus, Tiffany Stratton promo segment. Neither of them said much of anything. So Tiffany says that she watched Trish's VSH tapes, which is funny. So that got a chuckle out of me for real. It really did. And then Trish says that Tiffany probably learned about those on TikTok. What VHS tapes are. And then she says that she loves Tiffany and she loves what she's doing, but on Sunday she's going to become an 8-time champion. So Naomi shows up. She doesn't say anything. She just has the briefcase with her. Jade Cargill attacks her from behind, and they're separated by officials. Okay, that's fine there. Main event of the evening, Jimmy Uso and LA Knight, they defeat Solo Sikoa and JC Mateo. Post-match, LA Knight eats a spear and a tsunami from Braun, and that's the show. Smackdown, as per usual, continues to be awful. I did like the Jelly Roll Logan Paul segment. That was really cool there. The Wyatts becoming the new SmackDown Tag Team Champions. I don't like that. It's lame. It's dumb. Everything else on the show was boring as well. I did like the Aleister Black, Damien Priest stuff. That was pretty cool there. So, yeah, there's that. But what did you guys think of SmackDown? Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.